Hey YouTube. I just made a vlog, but it wasn't up to my liking, so I'm redoing it. Probably not giving myself a flattering angle. But yeah, I'm redoing this vlog. I just got done picking up a customer's Game Boy. He was wanting me to replace the screen with a backlit screen, and it's actually an original Game Boy. I haven't really seen much work done on original Game Boys for backlit screens, but I've only usually seen Game Boy Colors. So yeah, he bought the kit, the backlit screen, and so all I have to do is just install it. So that's pretty cool. It'll give me another order to fulfill. Hopefully it won't be too hard. Because I haven't really worked on Game Boys, so we'll see how this goes. Speaking about games, let's talk about games. I like games. I like older games. I got to get on the other side. Okay. What are you doing, lady? Dog mom? Your dog mom sticker. Stay on your road. So yeah, I like games. I like older games. My favorite is probably the PlayStation 2. I love playing the PlayStation 2. I still play it to this day. I still play PlayStation 2 games and Xbox 360 games because that's what I grew up on. So that one sticks near and dear to my heart, is the Xbox 360. The Wii, I love playing the Wii. Yeah. And then, I play the Nintendo and Atari. I still love playing the Atari. The Atari just has that charm to it. Have you ever played Yar's Revenge in the middle of the night, when it's pitch black and you have the glow of your TV and you have those explosion of colors? It's a wild ride. If you've never done that, I highly suggest doing that. But yeah, games. Modern games just don't interest me as much as older games have. Back in the 360 era, I'm trying to get stuff out of my pockets. Back in the 360 era, there were a lot of games that came out that I was highly anticipating for. But it's just nowadays that doesn't happen. Games nowadays just don't interest me as much anymore. I don't know if that's because of age, I've just grown up, or if it's just because games nowadays aren't really that interesting anymore, just newer ones. Well, boys, I just got a free PlayStation 3 as a donor board. That's cool. I tried to fix it and I couldn't, and he said you can just throw it away. I'm like, well, I'll use that as a donor board. So that's cool. My first donor board. Let's go. Big round of applause. But anyways, yeah, so games back in the 360 era, they just seemed a lot more fun. And I think I know why, is because just like Nintendo, dang. This guy's giving me his whole life story. He's gonna buy a PlayStation 5 too. Whatever. Yeah, don't text and drive, by the way. I'm not texting, I'm just looking. Which is still not good either. Don't look at your phone either. Always pay attention to the road. There's a lot of dummies out there. This guy over here. I don't know if you can see. He has a huge sticker on his windshield. But I think just like Nintendo, Microsoft took a lot of risks, and you know, risks are risks. You win, you lose. It just depends on what it is and the audience. And people today, they don't take risks, because you will lose a good bit of money if it fails, but if it doesn't fail, you climb up on there like Scrooge McDuck. And you know, they just don't do that anymore. So that really does suck. And it's crazy to think now games have gotten so big file size because graphics have enhanced quite a good bit. There was like a plateau there for a little bit where, you know, there was like a difference between, you know, 360 and Xbox One or PlayStation 4 graphics. You know, the graphics have like enhanced, but it wasn't too much of a massive step. But then again, there were like a good bit of differences. And you know, then now you've got PlayStation 5 and Xbox 360, not Xbox 360, Xbox Series X, where graphics have enhanced a lot. And you know, the file sizes are getting so big that they can't fit on discs anymore. They can, like, I remember there were like games that required a multi-disc, like part 1, part 2, or disc 1, disc 2, just to have the game on there. But nowadays, I don't really see multi-discs as often. I'm not sure if... What are you doing, my guy? Why are you stopping in the middle of the road? What are you doing? There's nobody in front of you. People are dummies. And this guy just stopped in the middle of the road. Whatever. Probably don't need this. Whoa. Strap that's on my camera is going all over my like blinker and windshield and all that stuff. Anyways, but yeah, they got so big they can't fit on a disc, and I don't really see a lot of multi-discs today. They could be out there, I just haven't seen them. But they have to copy onto the system itself, and because the laser isn't fast enough. It's crazy that lasers have gotten slow enough that they can't keep up with reading a game disc. Like, you have to copy it onto the system in order for it to be able to read it and play it at a fast enough speed. So that is absolutely insane how it's gotten to that point. I wouldn't be surprised if it's gotten to a point where a hard drive couldn't read it. It's not fast enough. Maybe at some point. Maybe. But yeah, it's gotten to that point. And now it's like you have to download the game, and then you have to download the updates, and I hate I hate updates. I hate them so much because they're massive updates, and I just want to be able to put in the game and play it. Like, just example, 360. You grab Plants vs. Zombies. I don't know. Plants vs. Zombies. You put in the game and you play it. There. It's perfect. It's done. No more updates. Just play the game. And I don't ever really remember having to update an Xbox 360 game. I remember I would always just buy the game like at GameStop or something. We would just go to GameStop, buy the game, and you popped it in and played it. I never really did a lot of updating. I know a game that we did update was Skyrim. But I hate that I did that too. I hate that I updated Skyrim because there were a lot of bugs before the update that were hilarious. Tired. There were a lot of updates before, there were a lot of bugs before the update, and they were hilarious. And whenever we updated them, they kind of went away. There were still some, but they kind of went away. And me and my dad, we missed playing Skyrim with those bugs. I mean, you walk around and then there's just some guy like inside the floor, and his head is just popping out. It's like, need something? It was so funny. There are still so many bugs in Skyrim Special Edition. Like, I've updated that game as far as they have it updated, and there are still way too many bugs. I have so many quests that I cannot complete. Like, more quests than I have fingers that are so bugged out that I can't complete them. They're just not completable. So yeah, that really sucks about that. But yeah, there weren't like really a lot of updates that I had to do for the 360. And a lot of times I just try to start Steam offline, because that's where like I'll play games. If I'm not playing on console, I'll usually just like, if I'm on the computer and I feel like playing a game on the computer, I'll just open up Steam. Am I still recording? Yeah. So I'll just try to start on offline mode so that I'm not bombarded with like I'll just start Steam on offline mode, so I'm not bombarded with like, hey, you need to update this, you need to update this, and you need to update that game, and they all being like gigabytes upon gigabytes of an update. And I'm like, what changed? The sand texture? Like, why do these game updates need to be so big? It's insane how, like, I'll just want to play a game, and you know, it's like a simple little game, but it's like a massive update that does not need to be that big. Nothing changed. So yeah, that really sucks. Overall, games nowadays aren't appealing to me anymore. Older games are better. I hate updates, and anything else I covered over the video. And yeah, that's about it.